Good morning, class. So today the name of the topic is we study different methods to install the printer. Means how can we install the printers? We have different steps to follow. Steps for sharing a printer. How can we share a printer? We have to follow some steps, and we will discuss all these steps in our today class. Steps for installing a scanner means how can we install a scanner. Then next is troubleshooting of printer problem. It means when we are installing printer, when we are using a printer, if we find or if we feel any type of problem, then how we can troubleshoot it. So today's topic is different method to install the printer, various steps for sharing a printer, steps for installing a scanner, and the next is troubleshooting of printer problem. How to install a printer? We have three methods of installing a printer. We have discussed two methods in the previous class. Now the third method is setting up or install a printer on Windows. Now in this class, we are going to discuss about the various steps to set up and install a printer on Windows. So the first step is connect your printer to a power source and turn it on. So first of all, we just need to provide a power supply to the printer. Then we need to click on the power on button of printer. So first, connect your printer to power source means we just need to give the power supply to the printer. Then we need to turn it on. Second is connect your printer to your PC. So first step is, first of all, we need to connect the printer to the power source, and after that we need to switch it on, means we need to press the power button of the printer. Once the printer is on, next step is connect your printer to your PC. Now let us suppose I want to connect it with a personal computer, I want to connect it with the laptop. So as we have discussed the various printer interfaces devices, like we can use a Cat5, we have a USB cables. So by using such transmission, or it may be a wired or wired media, we can connect the printer with the PC or laptop. Next step is open the start menu. See, this is the start menu where we have various options like power, settings. So we just need to click over there and open the start menu. Again, I'm repeating. First of all, we are discussing about the steps to install or set up the printer. So first step is connect your printer to the power supply or power source and turn your printer on. Means we need to press the power supply or power on button of the printer so that now it is on. Once the printer is on, we need to connect the printer to your PC. Now what we need to do, we need to connect with your printer with your PC. So for connecting the printer with PC, we can use any peripheral interface. It may be a USB cable, it may be a serial port, it may be a parallel port. We have a CAT, so we can use any type of interface for connecting your PC with your printer. Third step is open the start menu. Now what we need to do, we just need to open the start menu. See, this is the start menu. Now once we have opened the start menu, then click on this settings. I think this is the power supply from where we can select we want to shut down and restart and hibernate. So after we have opened the menu, that is called start menu, we just need to click on the settings. So click on this setting. Now in a Windows setting, what we need to select, click devices. Now see, in a Windows settings, we have a system, network and internet, accounts, ease of access, devices, time, language, gaming, apps, phones. But what we need to select, we need to select for devices. So click on the devices, you just need to select it. Next is select printer and scanners from the devices. When we click on the devices, see over the devices we have a Bluetooth and other devices, we have a printer and scanners, mouse, typing, pen and windows ink, autoplay and USB. But what we need to select, we need to select printers and scanner, because we are working with printers and scanners. We just want to install and set up the printer and scanner. So in our devices, what we need to do, there is a list of different devices, but still we are installing or setting up a printers and scanners. So select printers and scanners. Once you select printer and scanner, click add a printer or scanner. Now the next step is to click on add a printer or scanner. First we need to go to the settings. In settings, select the devices. In devices, select the printers and scanners. Once we have selected the printer and scanners, what we need to do, just need to click on add a printer or scanner. Now we are going to add a printer or scanner. Now click on add device. You will get this option or this type of button, add device. You just need to click on this. This is the printer that is available, like a Canon Inkjet 0253. It is the printer. So you just need to click on add device. Next is print a test page. Now I just want to check whether the printer is installed properly or not. We have to do some testing. I just want to print a test page to see the testing quality of the printer. So this is the steps we need to follow for installing or setting up the printers. So at the last, when you follow all the steps, what we need to do, we need to do print a test page to check whether it is printing properly or not. If we feel any type of problem, then we have to, if we feel any type of trouble, what we need to do, we just need to shoot it. That is called troubleshooting. So at the end, we just need to print a test page to check the printing quality of the printer. The next topic is sharing a printer over a local area network. Write down this heading, sharing a printer over a local area network. Now the name of the topic is sharing a printer over local area network. Local area network means LAN. LAN means within a building. So what is local area network or LAN? A local area network, that is also known as LAN, is the group of computers and peripheral devices. It means it is the collection of computers and various input-output devices that are sharing a common communication lines or that are sharing a wireless link to a server within a different geographic area. So it means LAN means it is the collection, it is the group of computers and various peripheral devices, means input-output devices that share same common communication line. It may be a twisted transmission media, or it may be a guided transmission media, or unguided, means wired or wireless both, to a server within a different geographic area. Someone is on in a Bihar, other is on a Punjab, someone in a maybe in a Canada, maybe in a Australia. So it means we can connect various computers, we can connect various peripheral devices, means various input output devices, and all these devices belong to different geographic area, but they all are sharing a common communication line. It means now all the students are attending the class of PC assembly. Some students maybe now in a Bihar, some students maybe now in a Punjab, means we are at a different geographic area, but we all are sharing a common communication line. So LAN means it is the collection of computers, it is the collection of input output devices, and all these devices and all these input output devices and computer all are sharing a same communication line, but it is not compulsory, it is not mandatory that all these computers and devices may be at a same destination or maybe at a geographic area. Someone may be in a other country, someone may be in a other country, but at the end their communication line and their wireless link should be common for all computers and devices. So local area network may serve as few as 2 or 3 users in a home office or several hundred users in a corporation central office. So its use is completely depends upon your requirement. You can either use it for a home office, and in case of home office, only 2 or 3 users are allowed. But if you are using it in a corporation central office, there will be a several hundred users. Homeowners and information technology administrators set up the LAN so that network nodes can share resources such as printer or network storage. So homeowners means the persons who are doing the home business or working in a home office, or some IT administrators, they set up the LAN, they set up the local area network. Why we need to set up the LAN? Because they want that they can share the resources such as printers or network storage. So if 10 servers are there, 10 computers are there, they can share a single printer. But how it is possible? It is possible by using a local area network. This is LAN. We have one central server. Let us suppose this is the one printer, and multiple nodes and multiple users are sharing it. So this is called sharing printer over local area network. This is the single printer, and it is shared between multiple devices. Now see the steps. How can we share the printer over a local area network? First, install. So the first step is install the printer on the computer you want to share from. So install the printer. It may be HP printer, it may be a Canon printer, it may be any printer. So the printer that you want to share, make it sure that that printer is installed properly on your computer system. So the first step is to install the printer on your computer that you want to share. Now open the control panel. The next step is to open the control panel. First, we need to install the printer on the computer system that we want to share. Once it is installed, the next step is to open the control panel. See, this is the control panel. You just need to click over there to open it. Now, in a control panel, we have a different options, but administrative tools, it has default programs, device manager, home groups, font. But what we need to select? We need to select network and sharing center. So from control panel, select network and sharing center. Now click the change advanced sharing settings link. See, network and sharing center. Once we have click on the network and sharing center, we see this type of window. In network and sharing center, what we need to select? It has a control panel, home, change adapter settings, change advanced sharing settings. So what we need to select? We need to select change advanced sharing settings. So click on the change advanced sharing settings. Once it is clicked, ensure that turn on file and printer sharing is selected. Click save changes. Now see, we have our different options. Network private have network discovery, file and printer sharing. Now go to file and printer sharing. Here is our radio button, and we know that in case of radio button, we can select only one option at a time. It's opposite to check boxes. In check boxes, we can select more than one options, but in case of radio button, we can select only one option at a time. So turn on file and printer sharing. Second option is turn off file and printer sharing. But what we need to do, we just need to click the radio button off, turn on file and printer sharing. Then click on save changes. Again, return to control panel. Once we have turned on the file and printer sharing, the next step is to return to control panel again. Now, open the devices and printers. Now, what we need to open the devices and printer. Next is, now in devices and printer, we have a different devices. like Canon inkjet, it is the printer fax. So right click the printer you want to share. Let us suppose that I want to share the Canon inkjet, this printer. What I need to do, I just need to first of all select this printer. Once it is selected, right click on this, and when you right click on this printer, you will get lots of options. Then select the sharing option. Select the printer to share. Once you select the printer that you want to share, then you just need to right click on this printer. When you right click on this printer, you will get the option of sharing. Select share this printer, give it a name and click apply. So this is about the device function summary. Manufacturer Canon, location on route print queue, device stated means this device is working properly. Okay, then click on apply. Next step is open the control panel on the computer. You want to access the shared printer on. Again, go to the control panel, and you just need to go back to the control panel only if you want to access the shared printer on. If you want to check which printer is on, and if any printer is on, you want to access it, you want to use it. Now again we are in a control panel. Again click on the devices and printers. Again click on devices and printers. Click add printer. Now we have two options in devices and printers: add device, add printer. But we are talking about printers, so don't click on add device, click on add printers. Select add a network wireless or network discoverable printers. So see, we have two options, three options: add a printer using TCP IP address or host name. If you want to select, you just need to select its radio button. Add a Bluetooth. If you want to add a Bluetooth, you want to add a wireless or network discoverable printer. Add a local printer on a network printer with manual settings. So you have three options you can select. Total you have 5 options, but we need to select add a Bluetooth, wireless or network discoverable printer. Once you have selected this radio button, click on this next button. Now select the printer. Now select the printer. Let us suppose I have brother printer, Canon, Dell, Eastman, Kodak company, but which printer I want to install? I want to install Canon. Of which series? 0253. Select the printer, then click on next. Now print to the shared printer. Now click on the print option to the shared printer. Click on print to shared printer. Now these are the steps that we have to follow when we want to share a printer over a local area network. The next topic is how to connect a scanner to computer. As we have studied, how can we set up and install the printer on the computer system. Now in this topic, we are going to study how to connect a scanner to computer. If I want to scan a document, how can I connect that scanner with computer system? First step we have to follow to connect the scanner with the computer is plug in your scanner and computer. It means connect your scanner and computer. For connecting a scanner and computer, we have two ways. Either we can connect in a wireless mode. If we are connecting it in a wireless mode, we does not depend upon any type of cable. But if we want to connect to the computer and the scanner via wired mode or some guided mode, then we need to depend upon any type of cable. So see, first what we need, we just need to use any type of cable to connect your scanner with computer system. Next is plug in your scanner to the power source and turn it on. It means we just need to give power supply to the scanner and print on the on button of the scanner so that it gets on. If it is not already on, if it is on, then go to the next step. But if it is shut down, still we are not using it and it's still not in an active state, what we need to do, we just need to first of all plug into the power supply so it get electricity and it start working. Then we need to press on button of the scanner. Third step, again go to start logo. See, this is the start logo. Click on the start logo. Click over there. Click on start logo. Click on the setting icons. Again, click on setting icons. Now we have different options like accounts, privacy, time and language, gaming, network, phone, update and security. But we are working with scanner, and scanner is a device, not a phone, not a privacy, not a game. It is the device. So click on devices. Again, what we need to do, we need to click on printers and scanners. Again, click on printers and scanners because I want to connect the scanner with computer system. So I cannot choose mouse. I don't need to select for touchpad, Bluetooth and other devices, pen and windowsing. I just need to click on printers and scanners. Again, click on add a printer or scanner because I'm going to connect the computer with a scanner. So I need to add on this button, add a printer or scanner. Next is add a device. Click your scanner name and click add device. Now see, let us suppose we have a scanner, Microsoft XPS document writer. First, you need to select the scanner you want to add, then click on the add device button. So these are the steps that you have to follow while connecting your scanner with your computer system. Simply, first of all, you need a cable to connect your computer with the scanner. Then we need to click on the start logo, click on the settings. From settings, go to the devices. From devices, select the printer and scanner because we are working with printers and scanners. So click on the printer scanner. Then find out the name of the scanner you want to add with your computer system. Once you found the name, click on this scanner and then click on add device. So by using all these steps, by following all these steps, you are able to add or install, that you are able to connect your computer with scanner. Next heading is troubleshooting printer problems and solutions. It means when we are working with a printer, means we are printing a document or we are installing the printers, we are setting up the printers. If we face any type of trouble, then how we can shoot it. So in this topic, we are going to discuss about troubleshooting printer problems and its solutions. Common printer problems, as we all know that familiar and the common problems are paper jam, image is not dark enough, sometimes we got a lighter image, very streaky lines, not clear, wireless printer is not connecting, we are not getting the name of the printer on the computer system that we want to use, printer is printing too slow, the speed of printer is too low and too slow. These are some of the common printer problems that we have to face when we are using printers. Now the first method is how can we fix these problems. So method one is fixing mechanical issues. If we feel that, if we see that there is some mechanical issue in the printer, so method one is fixing mechanical issues. So when we are fixing mechanical issues, we have to follow some steps. We have to go through some step, and the step one of method one, that is fixing mechanical issue, is make sure the printer is plugged in and there are no error messages. It means first step, make it sure that printer is plugged in and there is no error message. We see when we working with the printer, if there is any type of error, we see a message of red light is blinking. It means there is any problem and there may be any error in a printer. If you see any type of light is blinking and then we feel there will be some error. Confirm there is a paper in the tray and that is the right size. It means sometime I'm going to print and there is no any paper in the tray, there will be a chances of getting error. And sometime we are inserting the paper that is so bigger in the size and so smaller in the size. In that cases, there will be a chances of getting error. So make it sure that your tray is filled with the papers and the all the size of the paper is of right choice. They are not so smaller in the size and they are not so bigger in the size. So always choose A4 sheets for printing. Next is remove any paper jams that may be clogging the printer. It means sometimes we see there will be a paper jam. So in order to overcome this problem, you just need to put this paper out of the printer. Next is wipe away the dust and other problems causing material from the printer. So it means it's a good practice to clean your equipment. It may be a keyboard, it may be a monitor. If you are using printer, so wipe away the dust from it. Next is addressing problems with software. Method 1, fixing the mechanical issues, like we got a paper jam, a tray is not filled with the papers, we are choosing the wrong size of the paper. So all these problems are associated with mechanical issues. Now we are studying about how can we troubleshoot the problems that are related with softwares. First step is update or reinstall your drivers. Sometime we are using the printer whose drivers are not installed properly and whose drivers are not updated. So first task is and first step is to either you can update, and second option is you can reinstall the drivers of the printer that you are currently using. Either you can go for updating. If you don't want to update, you just need to uninstall the already installed drivers and reinstall it again. Next is make sure your printer is connected to your Wi-Fi network. Let us suppose if we are using wireless connectivity of the printer and computer, then make it sure that you have a good network. Then your printer is connected to your Wi-Fi network. Third step is use the right mobile app to print with your mobile device. So make it sure that you have a good and right mobile app that you are using to do the printing with your mobile phone. If I'm connecting the printer from, if I'm connecting the printer with my mobile phone, make it sure that you have a good mobile app. Step 4 is turn to your troubleshooter if you can't solve the problem yourself. Let us suppose that sometime there will be a situations that I'm not able to handle the problem of the printer. I have done with all the steps, I have go through all the solutions, but still the problem is there. I feel that it will not be handled by me. Then what I need to do, I just need to contact with the troubleshooter. So run the troubleshooter, click on this, run the troubleshooter. If you feel there will be no any chance now to solve the problem by yourself, then click on run the troubleshooter. Next is addressing issues in the quality. Now there will be a chances of printing quality. There will be a chances that we have some problems, we have some issues regarding the quality of printer and its printing. First, clean your printer heads to avoid blurry text and images. So it's a good practice to clean your printer heads so that we can avoid blurry text or images. So if you want to get a good and neat and clean printing of images and text, what you need to do, just clean your printer heads. Step 2, swipe out your ink cartridge when you can't print at all. It means don't be make it a good practice to sometime if you got a time, just swap out your ink cartridge when you can't print at all. When you feel that, let us suppose that today I don't need to use the printer, so it is a good practice to swap out your ink cartridge. Next is, it is also a very good practice to replace toner cartridge if they get too slow. Let us suppose that I'm printing document and I feel the speed of printing is so slow. It is a good practice to replace your toner cartridge. stick to the recommended ink and toner types. If I'm using Canon printer, and try to use those ink and toner types that are recommended by Canon. If I'm using HP printer, try to follow the recommended ink and toner types that will be recommended by HP printer manufacturer. Match the type of paper to what you are printing. This is the plain paper for printing any notes, images, printing notes, text, any notice. If we want to print some images, banners, then we need to use glossy papers. So it's depend upon your printing choice, what you want to print. Then choose the paper very wisely. We have a plain papers, we have a glossy papers. So choose the paper according to your requirement. So next we have a preventing paper jams. Let us suppose that we got a paper jam. Then what solutions we need to do? How can we overcome this problem? Some of the most famous solutions to this problem: ensure that your paper is properly aligned in the feed tray. Always put a straight paper in the feed tray to avoid any type of problem. It means it is properly aligned in a tray. Second is gently taping one end of your paper stack until all of the pages sit evenly in the tray. So if you want to print let us suppose 20-25 papers, so it's a very good practice to put it in a very gentle way in a tray. Remove any wrinkled or damaged paper from a pile. If you feel any paper is teared from some side, it's wrinkled, damaged, never use it. Avoid placing too many pages in the tray. If you want to do the printing of 100 pages, try to do the printing in two steps, 50 in a phase 1, 50 in a phase 2. Always use the right type of the paper. For printing the images, go for a glossy papers. For printing normal text, go to the plain paper. And always use right size of paper for your printing. So by following all these steps, we can prevent the paper jam problem in a very efficient manner. Next is, how can we overcome, how can we resolve, how can we solve the inconsistent images problem? Inconsistent images occur due to ink nozzle or print head problem, improperly used paper. So these are some of the reasons due to which we get the inconsistent image problem. Whether you are seeing blurry, lined images, most of these common printer problems have very easy solutions. When we find all these types of problems, we can overcome it by using some very easiest solutions. If we feel and if we find the inconsistent image problem, how can we overcome this problem? First, remove the toner cartridges, because it's only possible by removing the toner, because when we are printing image, we are using the ink. Open the printer door where the cartridge or located. So first removing the toner cartridges, then open the printer door from where we can see where the ink cartridges are there. Then pull it, swap out from the printer and simply remove it. So by following all these 3 very simple steps, we can overcome the problem of inconsistent images. We have another solution. We can replace the toner cartridge. Before placing the new cartridge, make sure that the plastic packaging is not removed. Always remember this. Before placing a new cartridge, make sure that plastic packaging is not removed. Shake the cartridge very gently so that we can distribute the toner throughout the cartridge. Shake it to side, but never up and down. It means shake from this side to this side, never shake it up, down, up, down. Remove the cartridge from its packaging. Now remove it, swap it out from the packaging. Do not touch the imaging drum on the bottom of the print cartridge. So never touch. Slide in the new cartridge and make sure it snaps into the place securely. Print out the page to check if the printer is working properly, correctly or not. So these are the steps we need to follow to replace the toner cartridge. Once we replace the toner cartridge, we just need to do the printing. We need to do the test printing to check whether the printer is working properly or not. So if we find out wireless feature issues, how can we overcome this? You may have already checked your Wi-Fi connections, check your data settings, restart your computer and printer, and your document still is not getting through. So we can overcome this problem. We just check for the Wi-Fi we are using. We just need to check for the speed of the network or connectivity. By you following these steps, we can overcome the problem of wireless. If we feel the wireless problem, we have some steps. Check internet connection. Second, confirm your modem, that is called modulator and demodulator, converting the digital signal to analog, analog signal to digital. Make it sure that modem is completely turned on and it is working properly, and make it sure that you know the network password and it is correct. Then if you feel everything is working properly but problem is still there, you just need to check for the troubleshoot in a online mode. The simple solution is to restart everything. Restart your computer, restart your printer, turn your modem, because we are restarting it. Again, switch on your modem, switch on your computer and printer off, and then turn them back on again. So by following all these steps, we can overcome the problem of wireless connectivity. Resolving slow printers. Let us suppose that the speed of printer is so slow. How can we overcome this? All printer print at a same rate. It's not possible. Some of the printer are faster, some of the printer are slower. But we just need to check the problems why we are getting the slow printing speed of the printer. Maybe incorrect settings. Maybe we are printing on the both sides of the pages. When I print on the one side, the speed of the printer is fast, but if we are printing on the both sides, there will be a chances that printing speed gets slow. Maybe it in a quick mode, maybe there will be issues with drivers, maybe we are printing in a very high definition, so it will take more time to print, maybe some connection issues, USB, Wi-Fi, maybe the page has too many images. If I'm printing 10 images on the single page, there will be a more chances that the speed of printing is slow. Thank you so much, class. So in today's class, we have studied about how can we set up, install a printer, how can we connect the scanner with the computer system, how can we share the printer over a local area network, what problems we face when we are using the printers. Maybe it will be a problem of paper jam. How can we overcome this problem? Problem of slow printing speed. How then we studied about the solutions. How can we overcome this problem of slow printing speed? Then we see the problems of maybe wireless features, and then we see the problem of inconsistent images. Then we studied about how can we solve this problem. So in today's class, we studied all about the printers, scanners, and troubleshooting of printer and scanner problems. So I hope you all will understand and try it and try to implement at your end. Thanks a lot.